So, welcome to today's Mind Prime podcast. And I'm really excited to have on this guest today because today I have on the amazing Wendy Woo, who is an award-winning photographer. But more than that, she's created a movement and it's called Female 5 Million. And it's a movement that's really close to my heart, actually, to highlight abuse. So, I'm really excited to have her on and to talk all about it. So, welcome to the show, Wendy.
Hi Louise, thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. So I really wanted to talk to you about your journey really and why the and what the 5 million is really, so people can understand what it is.
So shall I start from the very beginning?
Yeah, go, why not?
Um, right, so last May there was a guy who put a post on LinkedIn that said for women to be successful in their business, they need to wear tops up to their neck and jackets and look classy and tasteful. So I was like, fuck off. Who wants to be in a photo where we wear whatever we wear in our business, wear whatever the fuck we want,
Yeah.
excuse my language, whatever we want. And I was just gonna use that as a reply to his post, really, a
Yeah.
photo. But 115 women were like, yes, please, let's be involved.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was massive.
Yeah, I can see why, because I've had things like that. Or, online it always says you have to dress professionally, you have to dress like this. And we don't. Like the most successful people are like different and stand out. We don't have to
E-
be like that. Um,
Exactly. I'm wearing jogging bottoms and a bloody Nike hoodie, like Nike jumper today,
And it doesn't mean you're
and
not
I'm
good at what you do,
successful.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Exactly.
So after that, then, so what the people who commented underneath, they said, let's get involved. And then you said, okay, let's take it further.
Yeah, yeah. And actually there's a guy called Jason. He's owns an indie magazine called Still Jackdaw, Jason Conway. He DM'd me and he was like, this is gonna be big. This is amazing. I'd really like to cover it in the magazine. And what you should do is you should do a Kickstarter because they love stuff like this.
Mm.
So I did. I started a Kickstarter. I because you need to quite like people pledge for stuff and you need to give them something.
Okay, so the
So I was
Kickstarter
like,
is like a funding, like
yeah,
fund me page
exactly.
sort of. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was like, right, okay, this is going to be an exhibition. We're going to do a coffee table book because I've always wanted to do a coffee table book. We
Yeah.
did a paperback book. We did some photo shoots. I put a £5,000 target on there and we got 7.5 grand or something like that.
Wow. Well
Yeah,
done.
thank you. And we only did it for like 25 days or something.
And they're hard to get
Um,
sometimes, to get people to be involved,
yeah,
to feel
yeah,
it.
absolutely. And then so it was originally going to be like a studio shoot in London where everybody came down and I'd just do it and put them in the book.
Yeah.
Um, but so many people kept coming in and wanting to be a part of it that I extended it to Manchester because I thought it's not fair people traveling all the way down
Out
to
to
do it.
London.
So
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then because my ADHD brain, it just kept getting bigger and bigger. I was like, right, we're gonna do this now, we're gonna do this
Yep.
now, we're gonna do this now. So I was taking photos of women for months and months,
I've
and the
seen some of
coffee.
them. They're amazing.
Thank you. So the book and everything and the exhibition came out in March, as well as the podcast, which is the Don't Fucking Tell Me What to Wear or How to Run My Business podcast.
That is so
Um,
you, the name.
well, that was it. I was like, that was the first post. I was like, don't fucking tell me what to wear or how to run my business. Um, but it's got even bigger than that now. It's because I have had some really abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Not just like romantic relationships, but work relationships. Like
Mm.
I've had abuse in the street. I've had
Wow.
and I don't know a woman that hasn't had any abuse,
No, me
right?
either. To be fair, I have. So that was actually, it was like 2018 when I was attacked and I was beaten up pretty bad and I was in hospital. I needed surgery.
Oh,
And I
babe.
feel like it was there's two of me. There's one like before the attack and then there's the next one after. And
Yeah.
it broke my mind so much that this is why I do what I do now. because I used to do a different company. I used to do catering companies, and that was what I was running. And then after that, I so changed from the trauma, and people don't realize how much the trauma can really affect you ongoing. And but the most powerful thing was not only changing and doing what I do now, but it was sharing my story because
Yeah,
sharing it actually helps the healing process too. And when I shared
100%.
one of my stories and I was standing on stage and I was telling this audience about it, and then a few months ago, one woman who was in the audience reached out and she'd just been attacked by her ex-partner in the street with her kids. And he beat her up in front of her kids, and her kids was like very traumatized. But it was really amazing because she had heard my story and came straight to me. And
Yes.
trauma, like if you don't start straight away, it can lead to like PTSD, which happened to me.
Yeah,
So I got her straight in and then done therapy with her. And then I put her kids into my charity, which I run. And watching the whole family, like it was amazing. But it just goes to show how much your story can help. Because if I'd never shared
100%.
it, she would never have known who to reach out to. So I really like this that you're doing this because sharing it, even in picture form and stuff, can be make a difference to someone who needs to know.
100%. So it's actually grown even more now. We're making a CIC, so a community interest
Yeah.
company.
It's hard work,
And
right?
right, I've got a board. I've got a board of people who are helping me.
Oh, good.
And what we're gonna do is help women to share their voice and share their stories
Yeah.
and give them ways to do that. So we're going to be doing that on the website soon. There's going to be a way for you to put your story in.
Oh,
The
awesome.
podcast is about sharing the story. Like we will not be quiet anymore.
Yeah.
Because what happened was like, I was beaten. I was beaten and sexually assaulted,
Oh,
etc.,
okay.
etc., etc., etc.,
Shut it
etc.
down.
And and I didn't think that I'd had enough, like for it to matter, for
Yeah.
me to tell somebody, for somebody to believe me. And and I wondered how many other women felt the same.
Mm.
And actually, a lot.
A lot. A lot of
A
people that you wouldn't
lot.
think as well. People who come to you after hearing it and you're like, wow. You don't realize how much it is until you start sharing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, like we're gonna put a festival on next year. I'm gonna like there's so
Ready.
much.
I'll
Yeah,
be
there's
there.
so much we're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be going around and doing talks at different places. So if anyone wants me to come and do a talk for you, I will do
Yeah.
that. Yeah, there's gonna be lots and lots of things. So we're gonna collaborate with partners and charities and like grassroots people because I'm not a therapist and that's not what we
Yeah.
offer, but if we can raise some money to do that and help
Yeah.
other people then so now what we're going to be doing is positively impacting 5 million women's lives
I love the goal, the 5 million specifically.
specifically.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Aim
it's
high.
aim high, absolutely. So yeah, it's just brilliant.
It's
It's
really
brilliant.
great. I love what you're doing. Because even with my charity, I set up a charity as well, which is a bit similar. So I do therapy on people who are going through stuff. So maybe we can do something together.
100%. It's all about
Yeah.
collaboration. Like we're like definitely. I
Yeah.
think without collaboration, there's lots of people just trying to do lots
Just
of the
trying to
same
do
thing.
everything. I believe that. I
Let's
really
tie it
believe
all
it works
together.
together because especially in charities and CEOs, they're so difficult unless you have right support with you. Because I found it really challenging as well to set up my charity in the beginning, doing all the
Yep.
paperwork and all the things. So it is really amazing what you're doing, and I
Thank
really
you.
support it. And I wish I would have seen it at the beginning because I would have really been involved. Like
Well,
I wanted
you're
to be
here
in a coffee
now.
table book.
There's going to be more coffee table books. Do not worry about it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
great.
going to do. Yeah, I've got so many ideas.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably, is it because you know how you have ADHD? I'm also on the spectrum and my kids are. Um, is it from that? Because I end up having like greatest ideas constantly.
100%. So there's so many things I want to do,
Yeah,
and I still need to do a launch in London and a launch in Manchester, but we haven't got the money at the moment. So
yeah.
we're waiting for sponsorship and donations.
I also, oh yeah, yes, everybody listen for this because
If you'd like to sponsor or
sponsor
donate
us.
film our 5 million, we'd love your help.
Yes. Oh, I also can help you with the catering thing because I've still got the catering company.
Oh my God, yeah.
So yeah, I can also help you with that, or even probably find you some venues because I have some venues that I can help
That's what
you.
we're stuck on at the moment, you know?
Oh, I have a venue. I message you actually, a really nice one in London.
Okay.
Actually on the Thames, so I think you'll like it.
Okay, fantastic.
Um, so if anyone, what else are you looking for from people to how to get involved?
So at the moment on the website, which is female5million.com, I
Which
got
is great. I
it.
like it. Kind of sticks it out.
Um, yeah, I like it's really basic at the moment because I'm not a website person, so I've just done it on Wix. Like if somebody wants to make the website for us, we'll
Yes, that
gladly have
person
it.
too.
Like if you would like to take part just on the contact page, please just write what you'd
What
be
you
able to
have,
do, and
like
we can
what services you can provide,
exactly,
I guess. Yeah.
exactly, and we're going to collate all of that, and then get. It's really, really at the beginning at the moment, but we're going to need lots of help.
Yeah.
We're going to need lots of
It's
help.
amazing. I love what you do. And I also wanted to talk to you about actually your actual other business.
Yeah, my actual
Your
job.
actual other job. I've seen a lot of your branding photography and they're amazing, by the way. If you haven't seen it, go check it out
Thank
on her
you.
page. Um, and you also have a new thing, like a new membership thing for people to come join. Am I right? Am I wrong? Is it in the,
I I've no.
maybe I'm wrong. I thought I saw it
I've
somewhere.
I've got a new subscription that people
Oh,
can
maybe that's,
come and yeah, well, that's been going for a little while, but you can come and have 4 shoots over a year,
yeah.
and pay for that monthly.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
there will be a membership.
Yeah.
There'll be, but that'll be my on the female 5 million side of things. But yeah, we need money. We just need money to do
Need money
everything
to
that
do
I want.
it.
Yes, but when we set the CIC up, then we'll be able to apply for grants and stuff like
Grants,
that.
yeah, from the
More
National
grants and stuff.
Lottery and things like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask everybody who's listening to think about who you're connected to, because Wendy could actually be someone that you can share to somebody else, because we all have connections that we don't actually connect up the dots. I really believe in like people coming together to
Oh,
make things
thank
happen.
you.
So I'm sure people on here who are listening have someone. If they just take a minute, they'll have someone that they can share it with. Um, I was going to ask you what would you see? What is like the vision of it after you reach five? Say if you like you woke up and you reached the 5 million.
Like, like I just want people to look. So I've been through a lot of abuse,
Mm,
and I am still waiting for my DV therapy because they don't get any government funding, right?
yeah,
I'm now paying for my own, which
yeah.
I'm
I
really privileged and grateful that I can
I
do
pay for my
that.
own as well.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
it because it took so long. It took like 6 months waiting lists, and I couldn't wait, which is why I set up a charity because I'm fed up of people having to wait when they need it
yeah,
now.
exactly. So I'm years past, right?
Yeah.
And with the ADHD, so we we attract narcissists.
Yes.
It's a proven point. It's a proven fact that we attract narcissists. And like we're like magnets to each other.
Mm,
And then when we have had that abuse, our ADHD gets worse. When you do have trauma,
mm,
you can present as having ADHD. If you didn't have it at childhood,
mm.
then it's trauma based, which is
Yeah.
why some of the diagnosis is quite difficult. And then when you go through menopause, it gets even worse. So this is why, like,
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
I was just talking to a lady yesterday who was actually on the podcast yesterday about this. She does hormone stuff for menopause because I'm going through it early because of a fertility medication. So
Okay.
it's starting to change for me now. So I know what you're feeling.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really getting a lot.
I went through it at 39 and I'm nearly 46. Can see
Hey,
these
I
these
didn't
little
think you
wrinkles.
was.
Oh, thank you, darling. Yeah, but what I want is for that to not be a thing. Like originally I wanted people to see that you could be happy and successful after having
After
that
trauma,
abuse.
yeah.
But I also don't want people to think that there's a time limit on that. Like
Yeah,
if you're 10 years past your
there is no
form,
time limit.
past your abuse, don't feel like you're not doing it because you're not there yet.
Yeah.
Like
I
like
also,
this,
yeah, it's really tricky because people think that, especially with a long time, they think that, okay, well, I'm over it now. And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes your mind jumps back
yeah,
into you when you least expect it. It happens to me sometimes. My mind will
yeah.
just jump back to it. Usually when you're stressed or something and it starts
Usually when
coming
you're stressed
back.
or like
Yeah.
something triggers it.
Something
Yeah,
triggers it. Yeah. So it's always good to keep that in mind that like sometimes it will come back up in other ways and to remember that you need like skills and tools and never feel like that yours doesn't matter, you know, because some people think that
exactly.
oh, it happened 100 years ago, I should get over it. And but your mind is only like ready to do it when it's ready. So sometimes
Exactly.
you may think that you've healed part of it. And then a few
Yeah.
years later, something else will come up. It's only because your mind now is ready to accept that part to heal a bit more, you know, to
Yeah.
understand.
And I didn't want to kind of put that because I didn't want anyone to compare themselves and their wellness journey, if you
Yeah,
like, to somebody else's. So we've kind of taken that back. But that it is about that positively impacting 5 million women and then, like having the books out there and because helping one person, like in my day job, helping somebody with their confidence
yeah.
and making them see that they're beautiful, like it like makes my heart happy and it makes
Aw,
it like it's
it
like oh
does. It
yeah,
really
it really
does.
does. And if I could do that for 5 million women, then I'm gonna be
Imagine,
big.
because if you do it for 5 million women, then their new confidence is going to impact more. So it's like a
Exactly.
ripple almost. I really love that you said that because I felt your passion when you said it
Oh,
about
bless you.
how much you want to affect them. Because even in my work, myself personally, the confidence was a huge thing to get over, and the
Yeah.
self-esteem to rebuild that back up is really hard.
I mean, I'm still going,
Yeah, it's a
to be
daily thing.
honest.
Like I'm in the
Yeah.
mirror every day saying, I'm enough, I'm enough. Like every
I
day.
have an alarm that goes off at 11:11
Oh,
every
look,
single day.
can you see it? I've got 1111 tattoo.
Wow. So it used to say I am enough.
Yeah,
And then Siobhan Fox, my legendary ADHD coach,
yeah,
said you need to change it to I am a powerful manifester of wealth. But now I've
yeah.
changed it to every day at 11:11 I say that I'm a powerful manifester of health, wealth, happiness, love, and success. So
Love it.
I'm getting all of it.
Yeah, I do it all the day. If only people could hear what goes on in my head.
I
You
know. Oh
know?
God, no. Not you don't want to be in my head. It's super dark.
I walk around all day telling myself all these things. I also had an alarm as well, which I used to set, but it was more for gratitude. So I used to set it in the evening, like every few hours, and every time it went
Yeah.
off, the kids would go, "Mummy, it's your alarm." And then they started coming up with things that they were grateful for.
Oh, that's lovely.
So it's really good. It's really good
Yeah.
to have reminders as well when you're, especially when you're struggling to
Yeah.
keep these things going, because it's easy to drop these things off as well.
Spiral
Yeah.
downhill. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
start to notice that your self-esteem's going back down low. And then if you take a minute, you go, "Oh, now I know. I haven't been doing it."
Oh, it's because it's a full moon.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that the other day. I was like, "Why am I feeling so bad?" Oh, was it retrograde?
Oh my God, yeah, it's finally coming out
Yeah,
retrograde. I've been listening to a gratitude meditation to go to sleep
yeah.
from On Calm app, and that's
Mhm.
actually I've been waking up really happy.
Yes, I loved it. I did a
Lovely.
lot of reprogramming. Even in hypnosis, I have ones for sleep. I actually record my own ones
Yeah,
because your voice, yeah, you always listen to your own voice. So I record my own on my phone and listen to it. And that's
that's
really
a
good for
really good idea.
affirmations. People don't realize this, that if they listen to affirmations like in the background, you know, other people saying it, like
Yeah,
saying Bob Proctor and all them saying it. But then if you think about it, your mind listens to your own voice more. So I recorded on my phone, I am enough, I am worthy, or whatever it was. And I kept playing it to myself. And people and clients have been doing it and they've been like, oh wow, it went in quicker. And I was like, I know.
that's a really good idea. I'm going to try that.
Try that.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So I'd like to ask, how would anyone come to work with you, not just in your thing, but also in your normal photography?
Most people contact me on LinkedIn
Like
actually.
LinkedIn. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
so
all your posts on LinkedIn. They're amazing.
thank you. Like you've got to be yourself.
Oh,
You've got to be yourself. It's less tiring. Like it's so knackering trying to be somebody else.
I know.
And then you can be like you attract people like you, and then you can work with people and be happy, and then put your prices up because there's
Yeah,
nobody else like honestly,
people like you.
it's I fucking love my job.
Yeah, I can
Um,
tell.
yeah. So you can go onto my LinkedIn or check my website, which is woo.co.uk, but it's wo0.co.uk.
WO0. Not
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
For fun,
Just to be
just to
difficult.
be different.
Yep.
Okay. I wanted to say, like, before we go, what would one bit of advice be that you give someone who's like going through anything or struggling right now with trauma or something to help them with their mind? And you think you would give them?
There is happiness after, like you do need to deal with what you're going through, and I'm really sorry that you're going through that.
Yeah.
But speak to people. There's people there for you. Message me if you need to
Yeah,
message
I
me, and
mean,
I could, yeah, like we're here for you. We love you. Like,
yeah.
yeah, just get
Oh.
some help and let us help you,
No,
please.
that's beautiful. And that's the most hardest part is asking for help because it's like the worst step actually. I took forever
Yeah,
to ask for help, and there's a lot of my clients that I see in the charity, especially parents, they don't want to ask for help because they feel like their kid's going to be taken away or they're going to be looked at as a bad parent and that's
yeah,
too long. So we're not here to judge you. Like if it's happened to you, it happened to
100%.
so many people, but you can't get help. And there are people like Wendy who are out here who actually really care and ask for help because you will never regret it. The only thing you'll regret is not asking for help sooner.
Yeah, and remember what I said at the beginning. I don't know a woman who has not been abused by a man.
Yeah.
So please, yeah, reach out.
And contact Wendy and get involved and share what you can do, share any contacts you have, because if we can come together, we can bring this to the 5 million, which I think it really deserves.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Make Wendy great.
We're gonna do it.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for being on the show, Wendy.
Oh, thank you for having me,
You're
darling.
such a lovely, passionate person, and it was so lovely to speak to you. Thank you so much. And I'll see
Thank you, bye.